Hello everyone, this is the final presentation of our analysis of the advertisements in different markets. This slogan comes from the Gillette company in the United States. This advertisement is one of the most famous of the brand. The slogan "The best a man can get" conveys three key ideas. The best implied to quality, performance, and exclusivity, positioning Gillette as a market leader. A man speaks directly to a male audience, linking the brand to traditional values such as strength, success, and self-improvement. Kanget suggests that a man has the ability and power to obtain the best. In this table, you can see the different markets. This slogan is perceived depending on the culture. For example, the tone in the United States is more direct, but in Japan it sounds arrogant. Cultural acceptance in the United States is high, as it is in Brazil, but in Japan it is low. The tone in Brazil is more dynamic and confident, making it sound expressive and vibrant. This other table helps us of the further analysis the advertisements in these different markets, realizing that companies must adapt according to their culture in order to successfully enter to the market.
Hello guys, I'm going to continue with the slogan Red Bull gives you win. This is one of the most important advertisements of the Red Bull. The analysis of the slogan is gives is the form in third person of the verb gives in present. You is the second person pronoun in English and wins is the plural of win, which in Spanish means alas. In the table, we can see different Red Bull markets in USA and in Brazil. The tone is energetic, motivational, and dynamic and cheerful. In Japan, is optimistic, significant. In USA, idea of overcoming personal limits, and Japan symbolize the desire to escape from routine, and Brazil symbolize liberty and vitality. And language and speech, USA and Brazil is more direct, simple, more relaxed. In Japan is more formal. The slogan gives you when work very well in the USA because it is creative, direct, and uses clear metaphor. In Brazil, it also has a good impact because it adapts well to the expression and positive culture. In Japan, a more subtle and cultural dynamism is preferred. Therefore, the slang needs adjustment according to cultural and linguistic context.
Hi everyone, I want to talk about Impulsive is Nothing by Adidas. It's not just a slogan, it's a mindset estrangement. The word impulsive represents the barriers with Adidas turn is into challenge by saying impossible is nothing. The brand breaks traditional English grammar rules to create a strong impact. This slogan doesn't just motivate athletes, it also speaks to young adults who see experts and metaphors for personal growth. It also depends on how it translated and adapted in each culture, showing that in advertising words truly matter. And in other hand, in the United States, the message connected with values like individual success and in Japan, however, it may sound arrogant and less adapted. In Brazil, its energetic tone fits the local culture perfectly, and in Colombia, it works better when translated with warmth or less competitive. Um, on the other hand, in short, the sources of a slogan depends on linguistic and the cultural adaptation. It's not just about translating words, it's about translating values, and emotions.
Slide 1, the emotional hook. BMW slogan, "Do you like driving?" directly taps into the emotional core of the driving experience. It's not just about transportation, it's about the feeling of freedom and enjoyment behind the wheel. A sentiment the advertisement aims to evoke. Slide 2, deconstruct the slogan. Do you? A standard English question creating a direct and personal connection with the viewer, like the carry verb linking the brand to the pleasure and emotion associated with driving, aiming for viewer identification. Driving, more than a mechanical act, it presents an experience of pleasure, freedom, and satisfaction. We have to the tone, appeals to freedom, peace, and satisfaction, significance, highlights performance, power, and lifestyle associated with BMW. Language, direct and energetic, often with open roads and landscapes. Cultural acceptability, very high, aligns with BMW status and performance image. Engagement, high identification with car culture, segments, enthusiasts, memorable. Language, direct action, emphasized, culturally appropriated, varieties, universally understood, factors, strong car culture, values, fandom, and status. Relevance remains highly relevant.